Alright students, now we'll be going through section B for HBL practice paper 2. Now question 16, look at the diagram and classify the things in the table below. So we are classifying the things into two groups, living things and also non-living things. So for the living things, mouse is a living thing, potted plant is a living thing, robot and bag, they are non-living things, so we should put them here. So your answer will be potted plant. Now please write exactly word for word. So here will be mouse. And for non-living thing, you have robot and also the bag. Okay, next question, number 17. Mary has 4 picture cards labeled as A, B, C, and D as shown below. Now she can classify them into 2 groups in the space below. Now arrange the cards by writing down A, B, and C. Sorry, A, B, C, and D into group X and Y accordingly. Now looking at the cards, we can first classify them according to the number of items in each card. So over here, I have 3 items in each card. So for group X, I can put down A and C. Whereas for group Y, I will have B and D because they each have 4 items in the cards. So let me show you. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is based on number of items. So this is 3 items card. And this will be 4 items card. So this is one way of classifying. But there are some of you who gave another answer. So let me just write down here all. Okay, I will erase this. Oh, wrong. Now, we can further classify them according to the shapes that you can find in each card. So, we have triangular shape. And for the other side, you have the circular shape. Or you can just put circle shape. Okay, so which are the cards with the triangular shape? We have this, and we also have this. So we can put A and D. And for the circle shape, basically will be B and C. Okay. So these are the 2 different answers that you can write down. Okay, next. Now question 18. Angela planted a chili plant over a period of 4 months. She watered the plant every day and recorded the height as shown in the table below. Now we know that living things, they can grow. So we should expect the height of the plant to increase. Alright? Because the plants are growing. So for the first month, the height is 30 cm. Second month, you have the height increased to 40. Third month, you have the height increased to 45. And fourth month, the height increased to 50 cm. So other than making food, what conditions do plants need to stay alive? So over here, they already mentioned about food. Alright, plants need food to stay alive, to survive. So we also understand that plants, they need air and water. So you cannot mention about food already because you already mentioned that here. Okay, so part B, what do you observe about the heights? The height of the plant from month 1 to month 4. So we can say that the height, we are referring to the height of the plant increase increases. Alright? Okay, part C, based on the information below, what is the characteristics of living thing? So characteristics of living things shown by the plant. So over here, because the height has been increasing, we can say that living things grow. Alright? Okay, next. Question 19, study the plants in the box, group all of them correctly according to the classification. So bird's nest fern. Now fern is not fern is a plant that is non-flowering, so we will put it here, bird's nest fern. Now some of you are still not very sure whether fern is a plant or not. Well, fern is a plant. It can make its own food, alright, but it doesn't produce flowers. Okay, it reproduces by spores. Now for banana plant, banana is a fruit, so this is a fruit, and fruit must come from flowers. Alright, so we can put banana over here. Banana plant is flowering plant. Okay, now what about seaweed? Now some of you are wondering, is seaweed a plant? Well, seaweed is not a plant. It's also not fungi. Let me erase this. Now seaweed is very interesting. It's actually an algae, which you have, it's not in the syllabus. So just take note that seaweed is non-flowering. All right, it's actually an algae. Okay. Next, question 20. Now Daniel removed a plant from the ground and planted it in a pot. Now I apologize for the missing words here. Okay, but I think you should say that this is a pot, and the pot was then placed in a garden where there was enough sunlight. All right, and also he gave the plant enough water. So we see that the plant from the ground, and later the plant was removed. Now notice over here, these are the roots. All right, so when the plant was removed, the roots were gone. So based on the diagram, which part of the plant was missing after the plant was taken out of the soil? So the roots were missing. Okay. Part B, what will happen to the plant 2 weeks later? Well, we know that the roots, they serve a very important function, that is to take in water for the plant to survive. So we can safely say that the plant will die. Okay, or you can say it will wilt. Okay, wilt means it's drying up and it's dying. Well, why is that so? They are asking why. So you must say because the plant does not have roots to take in water. Alright, so the key thing is that the plant will die. This is the first part to the question. So they're asking what will happen 2 weeks later, and after that they ask why. So you have to say, give an explanation. It does not have roots to take in water. So there are 2 parts to the question. Now part C, which of the trees A or B is likely to fall during a heavy thunderstorm? Now the roots actually serve another purpose. You can see that the roots are stretching outwards. Now the more it stretches outwards, the firmer the tree is planted to the ground. So for tree B, because the roots are not stretched as further compared to 3A, so 3B will more likely to fall during a heavy thunderstorm. There will be strong winds blowing at the tree, and the tree will fall most likely. Now part D, they ask you to explain, so we can say that it has, okay, this it is referring to 3B. 3B has lesser roots to hold it firmly to the ground. Well, I think we can give another word. Instead of lesser, you can also write shorter. Okay, because these roots here, they are much shorter compared to the roots in 3A. Okay, next question. Question 21. Now study the flow chart below. Now write the letter P, Q, R, or S which represent the following animals in the box. Now lion is a mammal and parrot is a bird. Okay, let's try to fit the letter in the flow chart. Now lion, does it have hair on its body? Well, yes, it's a mammal. Does it live on land? Yes. So answer will be S. Okay, now we'll do for parrot. Now parrot, does it have hair on its body? Answer is no. Does it have feathers? Yes. So answer is P. Now which group of animals does S belong to? Now S is a mammal. Okay, next question. Question 22. Now which animal above are classified as an insect? Now the key thing here, insect, it has 6 legs and 3 body parts. So we just look out for 6 legs first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, this one is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now animal B and animal D, they are not insects because they do not have 6 legs. So we have A and C. Now state 2 reasons for your answers in A. Now there are the 2 reasons. First, of course, it has 6 legs. Okay, so you can say they have 6 legs. So this is the first reason. Well, the second reason, they have 3 body parts. Alright, now some of y'all may be able to spot another reason. You can see that the insects, they have 2 feelers. Alright, they have 2 feelers. So you can actually give this as well. Okay, I'll just write here. They have 2 feelers or antennas. Okay. Now for those of you who say that they have hard outer covering, now I will not accept it here because animal D, right, scorpion, it also have a hard outer covering. So rather than using that as a reason, we should focus more on things that only insects have compared among the 4 animals here, which will be they having 6 legs, they have 3 body parts, they also have 2 feelers. Okay. Now part C, give one example of an insect. Now there are many insects answers that we can give. Now just write down a few, and you can also have a beetle. You can have dragonfly. Alright, and you can even have mosquito. Yes, mosquito is an insect. Now just give one, alright, just give one from from the 4 answers I given here. Okay, just one will do. Alright, so students, this is the end for HBL practice paper 2. Please do your corrections and annotate whenever it's appropriate. Okay, remember if you annotate your work, it actually shows your thinking process, right? Even right at the start, if you don't have the annotation, but now that Mr. had gone through the answers with you, I have shown you some of the annotations that I've done, so please include them in your script. Alright, thank you.